Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. It can be you towards someone here towards you, and also take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, if you want to watch the link to the extended, you can find that link down in the description box below, and or for any personal readings, you can also find that link down in the description box below. All right, let's see what's going on here for you this week. And of course, quick reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and if you do enjoy these readings, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. All right, let's see what you have here. First, we're going to go into your dominant energy, but so far I see the sign of Leo. What else do we have here? It doesn't have to be Leo, could be for some of you. Okay, but let's see. Let's go ahead and go into your dominant energy. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. Okay. We have your sentiment. I always have a hard time with this word. Sentimentality. There we go. Sentimentality. Feeling very sentimental about something with the number 51. Okay, so how does that number resonate for you? Also number 51, if you add that up, it equals to 6. Okay, so 666, 606. If you see the number 6 anywhere, 666, like I said, that is something here that has been up in the air, that you don't know what's going to happen. But just know that it is going to harmonize, okay, in time. It will harmonize. So there's no need to worry. There's no need to stress about whatever this situation is. Okay, so sentimentality. And there is an image of a camera there, okay, like memories, right, pictures, videos, that kind of thing. So someone is feeling very sentimental. Of course, this could be you. This could be someone that you are dealing with. This could be sentimental about a situation. You know, you take it how it resonates. It could be career matters, love, family, friends, whatever it is. Having a hard time letting go, examining photos and thinking about the past. Strong emotional feelings while thinking about the memories. So for some of you guys, if this is you, then you are going through the memories of, oh, well, this is how it used to be. Oh my God, when I was with that person, when I was at that job, when I was at that place that I lived at, right? Going through the pictures, having a hard time letting something or somebody go, whether you're transitioning from one place to another, from being in a relationship to being single, or whether you're in the middle where you're like, I'm not sure what's happening here. Feeling very sentimental, very emotional about something, examining the photos, thinking about the past, strong emotional feelings. So there's still a strong emotional attachment to whatever it is that thing, was, whatever it is. Now, I see here that also it says, the memories of us bring me joy, but agony at the same time. I think about you continuously, and you are never far away from my thoughts. So either if this is not you, if some of you guys are saying, I have no idea what you're talking about, Gena, then that is somebody here towards you. Somebody here is thinking about you. They miss you. They're reminiscing about the good old days. Of course, for a lot of you guys, it is you. Okay, and it's okay. It's okay for you guys to accept that sometimes you go through these emotions. So the memories of you and someone else are bringing you joy, but at the same time you might be looking at pictures, and it kind of brings agony at the same time, because it's like, oh, well, that person's no longer there, or you're no longer at that job, or you're transitioning from one thing to another. So you might be thinking a lot about that person, that place, that career, and that person is never far away from your thoughts. Of course, this could be both of you guys, or it could be vice versa. Somebody here is thinking a lot about you, and they're missing you, reminiscing. But let's go and jump right into the reading. So I see here that, part of your dominant energy is a 9 of Wands reverse. So it's interesting, because when we get the 9 of Wands reverse, that has to do with, it's kind of like the opposite, right, of sentimentality. It's almost as if something here that has been keeping you like in protection mode, right? Like, let's say, for example, you were in the middle of a battlefield, right? And you had to cover, right? You had to go into this little, who knows, cave to cover up and to make sure that you're safe, not out in danger while there's war going on around you. And you're kind of like, always very protective and let's say, you know, the war is finally over, okay? Or at least you don't hear anything outside anymore. And so you're like crawling outside. You're like, okay, is it over? Is it over? Am I safe? Am I in safe territory? And then you hear something from the left, right? And you're like, oh my God, it's, you know, it's not yet over. And then you realize, oh, it's just like a little animal, like, you know, crossing the field or whatever. And so, you know, it's like everything just kind of like, you know, puts you in panic mode. But right now, I feel like that's already something that is a part of the past. It's like you're no longer being triggered by that memory of, you know, it's kind of like the situation where you felt restricted, you know, in some area of your life. But even though you're missing it, you might be reminiscing about the good old days, there's still some kind of a feeling of liberation right now. There's this feeling of, oh, okay, well, I could finally, you know, put my walls down. I can finally, you know, be myself more, right? Because perhaps at the beginning, when you didn't know if the war was over or not yet, you were still kind of like, you know, oh, should I cover? Should I run back into that cave? But right now, you're realizing that the war is indeed over. There's something about it that is over. Yes, you will be a little bit sad because of all the destruction that has happened all around you, as an example, right? You will be sad because perhaps, you know, there's memories there that are no longer a part of your life that were involved in some kind of way, shape, or form during the war that you no longer have. But you're realizing, well, at least it's now over. At least now I don't have to, you know, cover up everywhere that I go. And, you know, now it's kind of like you're bringing down your walls a little bit. So there's an energy there of, yeah, reminiscing. Yeah, there's sadness to it. But then on the other side, there's relief. There's that energy of, okay, I don't feel triggered anymore. Now I could bring down those walls. Now I could kind of like see what's going on. Or, you know, there's some kind of energy there of being more open, right? There's like that energy of openness, okay? Let me know in the comments below what that's all pertaining to, what area of your life. Now, I see here the Three of Pentacles. So what the Three of Pentacles is saying is that right now the situation involves some kind of cooperation, okay? This is requiring you, or not requiring you, but asking of you to cooperate, okay? I feel that there could be some kind of resolution if you indeed cooperate, if you get along with other people, if you don't choose, okay, it's my way or the highway, right? No, this is all about cooperation. There could also be some kind of offer. Somebody here offering you a new job, a new career. It could be also you getting involved in a creative project where it involves 3 people or a group of people where you're like, okay, you know what? If I want to win in this area of my life, it's going to require for me to work with others as a team, that teamwork mentality. We're going to see what that's all about. Negotiating, either somebody here giving you an offer or elevating in some kind of way, shape, or form. Either you or, you know, you becoming a part of that in some kind of way. Now, I see here that also the challenge for you this week is the Two of Pentacles. So the challenge for you right now has to do with a decision that you have to make. Right now, it's hard for you to see clearly, you know, the good and the bad. Okay, what's good about this and what's not so good about this? I feel like right now you might be a little bit confused. For some, it could be related to finances, right? There's the Pentacles there. You know, you might find it challenging to make a decision about a situation regarding money, regarding your future, regarding, you know, perhaps you have 2 ideas that you're working on. You're like, I'm not sure if I should do this or if I should do that. So right now there could be a challenge with regards to making a final decision. That's why right now you might still be kind of like, you know, I'm not sure about this, like kind of like all over the place, right? You're still, everything's still up in the air is what I'm trying to say. The Ten of Wands here. Yeah, so, you know, with the Ten of Wands, this is your desire. You for sure, you already know. You're like, you know what, whatever decision I make, I just know that I want to feel unburdened. Like you've been feeling very burdened by something, either carrying too much on your shoulders, right? You're either carrying a burden of emotions that you haven't really spoken out about, that you really want to say to somebody, or you haven't really, spoken about an issue. For others of you, it could be work, a lot of work related matters, or just like an ongoing issue, right? Sometimes ongoing issues that seemingly have no resolution, no ending to them, can become the 10 of Wands, where it just becomes like, oh, it's like a drag. I have to deal with this all over again. Why do I have to deal with this all over again? So I feel like you just want to feel free. You just want to feel relieved. You just want to figure out a way to drop that burden, drop the stress, even if it means disconnecting from people, places, situations that bring down your energy. I feel that you're already reaching the end of it. Kind of like, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't go on like this any longer, is what I'm sensing. Now with the 5 of Swords here, this is the root of the issue. So yeah, the root of the issue pertains to a disagreement. There is some kind of disagreement that is playing a part here. It could be between you and a group of people, between you and another person, where you think of this situation in this way, they think about it in this other way, and there's some kind of a disagreement. Now I'm also sensing here that a part of you might want to just jump in and resolve it when this is not your job. I feel like right now you have to wait it out because this is not yours to resolve. I feel that part of you wants to just jump in and speak up, or just kind of like resolve it once and for all, because you feel that in your life it is a burden right now. It's a distraction. You are you're a visionary, okay? And whenever you go after your goals, you like to be clear-minded. It's kind of like, those race horses where they put those blinders on. And when they put those blinders on, the horse, it has no distractions, right? He's just like looking straight. And that's the purpose of those blinders. And you like to have those blinders on because that's how you reach your goals. But right now, there's something that is still up in the air that is still bothering you. It's still a little bit of a distraction that you just kind of want to resolve once and for all. But this is saying it's not yours to resolve. So let it resolve on its own. Even if it's a disagreement, I feel like it doesn't belong to you. It's not your job to do this. Okay, we're going to see what that's all about. Now, with the Queen of Wands here in the recent past, I feel that you were very confident about something. You felt very confident in your energy. You were in your power. Okay, you were doing things, right? You were just living your best life. I feel that you were very much so kind of like manifesting left and right. And for others of you, I feel like there's a part of your intuition that started to grow. It's like you started to intuitively, pick up on things, people, situations. Now, coming towards you that you don't, energies coming towards you that you don't see, coming is the Ace of Swords. So, like I said, there's nothing that you need to do in order to resolve this, because the truth is going to come out into the open. If you are waiting for communication, the communication will come in. If you're just waiting for clarity, right, that epiphany type of moment will be coming in. Clarity is coming. I feel information that right now you don't yet have is coming, whether in the form of a person speaking up, clarifying something, and or somebody here being honest, or the truth just being exposed. Okay, but the clarity is going to come. So again, there's no need for you to do that, or to initiate it. Rather, I'm also sensing here that this could be the lines of communication. There will be an opportunity where the lines of communication will be opening up, and then if you do want to speak up, then you can. But I feel that right now, just kind of wait it out. Now with the Two of Cups here, in your subconscious thoughts, this is the energy that is underlying your entire reading, right? It's the energy that you may or may not be aware of that is kind of dominating, really, but you're not aware of it. So this is a relationship, right? This is a soulmate type of bond, a soulmate type of connection between two people, masculine and feminine energy. Of course, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a loved one, a lover, a partner. Okay, it could be literally anybody, but it's a soulmate union, soulmate connection. And I feel like this is what's playing a role in the way that you're doing things, why you're doing things. You may be unaware of it, but this is what's, underlying this entire reading this week. It's on your mind for sure. Somebody here is on your mind. You might be reminiscing about a connection, a relationship. You might be thinking about a soulmate union type of relationship, what you should do, right? Should you stay? Should you go? Right. It's that energy of, I'm not sure what to do about the situation. Okay. Now let's go and see your, the position here of how people see you. So this is how somebody sees you. As a Queen of Pentacles. So somebody sees you as a Queen of Pentacles. And of course, if this is vice versa, this is how you see them. Somebody here sees the other person as very stable, right? A person who they think of you as wanting to be in some kind of a long-term connection with, or a long-term project with, or you seem very consistent. You seem very calm, pragmatic, right? Steady. There's no kind of like, big ups and downs when it comes to the way that they see you. They see you as somebody very stable, consistent, somebody very loyal that they can count on, that will always be there for them, that kind of thing. Of course, if this is vice versa, that's how you see them. But I feel like that's how they see you right now. It's a good way, of somebody seeing you. Of course, this could be also financial. This person sees you as, either being financially stable, wanting financial stability, or having financial stability. She is holding a pentacle after all. And the Queen of Pentacles, of course, this is somebody here who's very mature, somebody here who's very stable. They know what they want. It's like evolved in some kind of way. Now, I see here that also with the Strength, your action advice is to try and cooperate with someone who is a little bit different than what you're used to, or different than you. Okay, I feel like this is somebody here whom you've had disagreements with, who you may not always see eye to eye with. And this person might be a little bit more triggered, or they may become more triggered than you. Now, remember, you've already been through the war. Okay, you've already you know how that goes. And right now, your wall's already coming down, where you feel a little bit more safe, more stable, more secure in yourself. But you're still dealing with somebody who is going through their own little war in their head, in their life, right? And so this person might still get triggered from time to time. And so what this is saying is, there is a potential here for you to still get along with this person, to still make something work if, of course, and only if you practice your strength. Strength is not just about aggression. Sometimes people think of strength as being aggressive, as being mean. No. This is quite the opposite of strength, right? Strength in being kind. There is so much strength in being kind. There is so much strength in being compassionate. That's the kind of strength that this is talking about. So be compassionate with somebody who is going through something that you've already been through yourself. And so what this is saying is that it may not be easy for you to, kind of reason with this person. But if you do want to keep the connection going or together, you definitely can, but you will have to be the bigger person for now, right? Of course, later on, karma works in such mysterious ways that whenever you do this for someone, when they're going through something, karma comes in, and brings somebody at a moment in your time in the future when you might need that kind of understanding. So just think about it in that way. Of course, this could be a Leo that you are dealing with, or somebody here who has Leo in their chart. Doesn't have to be for everybody. But also the Six of Wands, if you go about it this way, you will succeed. There will be success. I feel that you will get the appreciation from the universe, from God, from this person. Even if it's not from this person, a lot of times people do favors, right, for other people, and they expect a favor in return from that specific person. Many times it doesn't work that way. You could do a favor for somebody, and maybe that person is unaware, they don't do that favor back for you. But guess what? Again, it's that little chain effect. At some point, somebody will do a favor for you because the universe sees or has seen that you've been doing favors for others, right? And so I feel like this is some kind of favorable outcome for you, where if you go about it this way, you get along with other people, you try to be more caring, kind, compassionate, understanding, instead of thinking about what brings you guys or what pulls you guys apart, think in terms of what brings us together, right? You will succeed. You will get the accolades, appreciation. You're going to win. You're going to get what you want. You're basically going to get what you want. Okay. If right now the confusion is, should I do this? Should I do that? Just know your action advice is to be kind, compassionate, work as a team, right? That kind of mentality. Now, let's go ahead and go into your final guidance message before we end your reading. So what does Spirit, God, Source Energy have here for you as a final message to end your reading? All right, so you have here Squirrel Spirit, one of my favorite. Okay, so Squirrel Spirit, these guys are just so cute. They're all over my yard, the park, outside. They're adorable. So Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Okay, so this has to do with something related to, you may be feeling a little bit like, I don't know if I can do it, right? I don't know if I'm going to be able to succeed. Again, this could be a career. This could be an idea that you have. This could be you brainstorming about a new direction that you want to go in your life. Believe in yourself. Squirrel Spirit, the number 57. How does that number resonate for you? 57 is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is equal to 3. So communication is going to be a big part of this, but let's go ahead and read a little bit, okay, on the number 57 and Squirrel Spirit. Let's see. What does it say here for Squirrel Spirit? This is the Oracle message. So the number 57, it says here, believe in yourself. You have accumulated wisdom and experience, and you are surrounded by all that you need. Let me show you that. Okay. You're surrounded by all that you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through generosity of spirit and all your hard work. Squirrel Spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered are stored away, and stowed away, have enormous potential to grow. So just relax into knowing there is always enough, and you have what it takes to co-create the reality that you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. So how much potential do you have? Believe in yourself, for Spirit believes in you and wants you to know that you have enough and that you are enough. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything that you need right now. And your protection message is, the unpredictability of your life can shake your confidence in yourself and your potential for handling the challenges that come your way. Does the thought of not having enough or being enough make you squirrely? That's funny. Have you forgotten all of your strength, wisdom, and resources? You're very resourceful is what this is saying. Believe in yourself, right? Just like the squirrels. The squirrels, if you see them, I see them all the time. They are so smart. How do they crack nuts? They just, they have their own way, of course, with their teeth, but sometimes they're so resourceful that, they hide their little treats that I give them, and they store them away for, winter time or for whenever they're hungry. They're very resourceful, very generous as well. You have come so far on your wits and creativity, making use of all your potential and all that Spirit presents you to help you through life's trying times. It's time to look back on your life and remember how your needs have always been met for the highest good, even in your most challenging times. Life loves you, and so many treasures are hidden in plain sight, ready to be revealed when you most need them. So just relax. Squirrel Spirit wants you to know that you are poised and ready for whatever is coming next. So trust in yourself and trust that Spirit has your back. This is what I have for you. Thanks for watching, and now let's jump right into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.